Okay, so we have a humongous elephant in the middle of the room. Now, what is this? It's Roblox, a gaming platform primarily marketed towards kids. Now, of course, anyone can play Roblox. Your great grandma could also be right now on Blue Lock Rivals going crazy with the hitboxes. Let's be honest, ideally, leans more towards kids, right? And I mean, if you think about it, well, if it's made for kids slash mainly marketed towards kids, it's going to be safe for said kids, right? Ideally, that's what that means. Well, wrong and right. Because Roblox, right, when you think about the internet in general, Roblox is not as dangerous as the internet. And before you ask, well, when technically, Roblox is on the internet. So wouldn't they be, wouldn't they kind of be, two of the same things? Maybe, don't ask questions, just shut up and watch. Basically, I'm saying, Roblox isn't as dangerous as other parts of the internet. Basically, that's the way to put it. But I mean, I won't sit here and knock Roblox. They take some initiative to make it safe in some ways. Like they added this new connection thing. I low-key do not even care about connections, but I know that it makes it kind of safer. They got game ratings and all that. Ideally people can't say certain things. You can report people and all that. So Roblox does take initiative to make it safe. I'm not gonna sit here and say yes, they take the most initiative. They are undefeatable. Those videos where it would be world's strongest Minecraft fortress. Nah, they don't go that far. But they have they have the most reoccurring and common type of child safety protection measures, but the funniest part is a lot of the unsafe parts of Roblox mainly come from simply interacting with other users, which is funny because I mean ideally you would want Roblox to block that, right? Block people being harmed, but at the same time it's how do you just block basic user interactions, right? If me and you are playing the same game that's ideally kid friendly and I'm a weirdo, how I mean, unless I get reported, but if I haven't got reported yet, how do you protect someone like that? You can't. But, in this video, we're going to speak about a few different reasons why Roblox is unsafe for your children. So, grandpa, grandmas, mother, father, uncles, aunts, cousins, relatives, whatever you are. If you're a young minor, you're going to be informed, okay. Now we have the ways Roblox are dangerous, right? However, being honest, it's a vast list, right? But I selected a few of the heavy hitters in my personal opinion, because you have things like scamming, bullying, toxicity, addiction, intro to gambling, right? You have a lot of things that could be considered bad for children. However, I'm targeting, like I said, what I feel is really heavy hitting to me. So you have Roblox Condos, cults / groups / communities, famed and Roblox users. Now, starting off with Roblox Condos. Now, the name itself might not sound too bad. If you're what is a Roblox Condo? And of course, you're watching this video, so you know it's bad, but you might not be thinking the name is not that bad. But in reality, it is. A Roblox Condo is a Roblox NSFW game. A Roblox Freaky Diddy game, right? I know I'm making jokes in this video, but honestly, these are actually, serious things. But yeah. In these Roblox Condos, anyone, minors, teens are minors, but minors, under teenagers, adults, whatever, can partake in freaky activities, right? It's crazy, right? So basically these groups or communities or whatever, they make these condo games. They're typically named something random, they're not really put much thought into it because they're kind of thrown up, because Roblox do take them down, thankfully. So they're typically just thrown out there quickly, and they're spread through discords, friends, because if you're in that game and I see you in it and I join it, now I'm in it. So in these games, they kind of go not too far all out, but all out. They'll have the Roblox naked skins, they'll have the animations, they'll have the body parts. Some freaky ass person really put effort into making a Roblox game. Can you say that on? I'm gonna be kind of censor that. I'm not sure if you can say that on YouTube. I don't really read stuff, but it kind of gets crazy, right? I'm not gonna lie, right? I was a victim of that back in 2020. I won't forget. I was 14, right? My homie found some of these, and I'm not gonna lie, I found it funny as hell. I'm not gonna say and be no, it was bad. I mean, it was bad, but I found it kind of funny, right? And now that I'm older, right? I'm 19 now. Shocking, I know. Now that I'm older, it's yeah, that's just really fucking weird, But mainly, right, these Roblox Condos games, right, if a kid finds it, it opens the gate to ruined innocence, making the wrong friends and illegal activities. We can honestly list a lot of things, right? Let's be honest, let's not make a 12-year video on condos. There are videos out there covering it, so if you want to know more about Roblox Condos and get deeper dove in, go to them, Next is cults, group, and communities. If you've been on Roblox or even YouTube or you're in the Roblox scene, you might have heard of something called spawnism. That is literally the one thing that sparked this segment of the video. There was this cult, right? Spawnism that spawnism, but it spawned from this game called Forsaken, and there's a character called Two Time with like this whole like it's supposed to be like a make believe cult within the game. Like it wasn't a real thing. It was just like a little make believe thing for a character background. However, you know, of course, there's people in the there's people in the world that's just like, why? Like, why do you do things? People made it an actual cult. Now, ideally, the word cult is already like, you know, kind of suspicious, right? Like, you might have heard of the Child of the Morning Star cult on TikTok. I think that was the name. You know, so anytime you slap a cult on something, you gotta be wary. Because it could be a silly little funny ha-ha thing. And then it could be a little, like, concerning, right? In which spawnism was concerning. Now, real quick, I do want to say, like I said on the last one at the end, if you want a full deep dive, go look it up on YouTube. I'm not making this video to, like, dissect all of these, like, random biology. I'm just simply giving basic information about them, but I'm overall just giving things that are not safe on Roblox. You know, basically, from what I heard from different videos, the leaders did weird things with their cultists, which mainly minors. It included, you know, surprisingly, it included not very legal acts. Funniest part was, it was all in the faith of pleasing their god, or like doing it for their god, which is funny. You're not even making the people do it because they like you. They're doing it for some imaginary god. Yeah, basically they made their cultists do things like, if I'm correct, it was self-harm, nudity, basically grooming too. Again, if you want a deeper dive, more yap about it, just look it up on YouTube. 3 is Roblox fame. This one, I mean, Roblox fame, it's in the name. The last 2 are pretty simple, but basically, it's people that are famous on Roblox, right? And when I say that, I'm being vague. At first, I named it developers, but not in general. Whether you are a developer, a content creator, or you're just popular on Roblox for some reason. Maybe you're a goated player or something like that, so you're popular or whatever, but you get the point, right? But when it comes to kids, we all know how kids be. Even adults do this. Have you seen the way people were, like, grown-ass adults were writing the Love Island cast? Grown, right? I'm not saying you can't, like... I'm not saying you can't like people because you're grown. I'm just saying that, you know, you see the way grown-ups were acting over the Love Island cast. Imagine little kids with famous people. But yeah, so, you know, a lot of famous people, you know, they have some children look up to them, right? And these children, a lot of kids would love, right? They would love to be able to speak to someone that they look up to that are famous. Even if they don't know who this person is, some kids or people in general will be like, wait, you're famous? I want to know you because you're famous, and what the hell, like, you know, which is good and not bad, which is good and bad. I was about to say not bad, it's good and bad. Wanna know why? Because you got to think about it, right? If this famous person is a waste of human space, then guess what? This little kid likes me, or this little kid wants to know me. I can use that to my advantage, right? And now, boom, they open the gates to, you know, a relationship, right? Which, you know, a lot of folks call grooming. Right? And I do want to keep in mind that, of course, not every single last person is bad on Roblox, right? I feel like kids won't be thinking, is this conversation weird? Some kids will be like, dog, it's fucking like, you know, it's a famous person, bro. What? Which is not good. Because I feel like a lot of, especially recently nowadays, we hear about famous folks getting exposed for being weirdos. Watch out for those fame people, right? Watch out for me when I blow up. Because keep out, you never really know somebody. Like, I mean, that joke was kind of wild to make on yourself, but you don't never know somebody. Now, like number 3. For number 4, we have Roblox Users. This one is basically for meeting somebody. Let's say me and you are in the same game together, and you're a goated player, you're funny, or you're just chill. You know what? I'm an ad bro, and you're a fucking weirdo. Alright, but I'm getting distracted. But yeah, basically, these are people that you meet in game, right? For whatever reason, doesn't matter why you added them or why you guys are talking, but they seem, keyword seem, S-E-E-M, word of the day. What does it mean, Google?
The word seem is a verb, give the impression or sensation of being something or having a particular quality.
They seem like a chill person, however, that's not how it goes down, right? Everybody knows how things are. You meet somebody, they seem chill, then you get to know them, they get comfortable, and you're like, who the fuck is that? It gets weird, right? Now, if this person is good enough, right? Because you don't even gotta be famous. If you have a way with words, or this person or the person you're talking to is extremely gullible, you can easily manipulate somebody. And God forbid they end up liking you romantically. Oh no, they're cooked. Well, you're cooked because you're a weirdo, but they're cooked now too because now a weirdo has control over them. And I feel like we always hear about kids being groomed, right? And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid too, like when I was like, you know, growing up, like teenager years, I used to be thinking, dog, how the hell do people be getting groomed and stuff? Like, cause like I'll be seeing what the grown up was saying, and they would be like, dog, that's fucking weird. But again, people are different. Trauma and all that, they got issues, they build connections. It's never simple. But I'm kind of biased because, like, I feel like when I was younger, if someone that I liked that was older than me, if an adult that I liked was trying to groom me, probably would. I'm gonna be honest, it probably would have happened. Like, if I genuinely liked you, it probably would have happened. But yeah, that was my 4 reasons why Roblox is not that safe for kids. Now, ultimately, all of these ways are easily avoidable. I wish I could just say, weirdos go away, but yeah, that's not how the world works, Everything is no sunshine and rainbows, This isn't the, what's it called? What's that one, that scene from SpongeBob where they had the salty spittoon, and they had the other thing, Weenie Hut Jr. I think it was called, but life isn't Weenie Hut Jr. The best possible way to avoid this is not definite, because again, it all comes down to the kids at choice. Again, we can't stop the weirdos, but the kids have to be aware. So the best way to avoid these is honestly just informing the younger generation, the younger ones in general, of methods of noticing weird signs. That was this video. I hope you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, and comment. I hope that someone, at least one person, watched this video that don't know about at least one of these and was like, oh my god. I feel like the last 2, aka fam and users, was kind of like like everybody kind of has an idea of that. But I mean, thank you for the support of my last few videos, and hopefully I come out with some more bangers. Bitch, I